Hello people, Kevin here. So I saw Weapons in theaters with my sister recently and I have some thoughts about it. I want to say the highlight of seeing that movie in theaters for me was the lovely conversation that me and my sister had with the woman who was sitting right next to us. I don't know if she's watching right now, but it was very pleasant talking to you, Lisa. The basic premise of this movie is that 17 third graders in a suburban town just run out of their houses in the middle of the night for unknown reasons. And all of them are classmates in the same teacher's class, so a lot of suspicion falls on her. And the movie really lets you stew in the mystery of this for most of the runtime, and it switches in and out of different characters' perspectives, giving you a lot of nuance into each character, which is really nice. I deeply enjoyed Julia Garner's performance as Justine, the teacher. I haven't seen her in anything aside from this, but I'd be very interested to watch more of her work. And it might be a little shallow of me to say this, but she is really cute. You know me, I love Benedict Wong and everything ever, and this film is no exception. There was a scene around 2/3 into the movie that reminded me of another scene from Invincible Season 3. I won't spoil it, but if you've seen both, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, spoilers beyond this point, continue at your own risk. The ending scenes were unexpectedly funny, almost in a slapstick kind of way. My whole theater was cheering for the kids as they chased down Gladys at the end. We were this close to chanting, "Tear her apart!" It is not hard to see this movie as a metaphor for a school shooting. There's kind of an overt nod to it in Archer's dream sequence, and it's not overdone, which I like. But I've also seen interpretations for this movie as a metaphor for addiction. The cop Paul is a recovering alcoholic. James is a homeless drug addict. And you could argue that Marcus, the school principal, is addicted to junk food. I don't know if there's anything there, but I'm gonna rewatch it to make sure. I also like that the kid Alex wasn't rescued by Justine or any of the adults. He turned the weapons Gladys was using against her, and he saved all their asses. If there's anything I didn't like, it might just be that they employed the bury your gays trope. But then again, Gladys is an equal opportunity homicidal maniac. Also, the cop addict storyline was a little irritating to me. Not because of anything about the writing, but more just because I don't like watching cops abuse their power over the vulnerable. Just, on principle. This is a small thing, but I liked the credits, the way they kind of went up diagonally along the blue triangle. I don't know, I just can't help but enjoy when a film does something unique with their credit sequence. Lastly, the thing I've been thinking about most is the aftermath of all of this. If I'm Joe Average living in this town, and one day all of these kids disappear, and the town is devastated, and everybody's reeling for a month, and then one day the school principal tries to publicly kill the teacher, then gets, killed in a car crash, then the next morning all of the kids show up on your front lawn and dismember an old lady. All I'm saying is if that were me, you couldn't stop me from moving out of the town. 9 out of 10, fantastic horror movie. See it in theaters while you can. Would love to know what you think.